In 1848, a carpenter found gold in a river. He had no way of knowing that discovery would help transform California. The miners who arrived next could not see railroads. They could not see universities. They could not see Silicon Valley. They could not see semiconductors. They could not see the internet. They were living inside the beginning of a story whose ending had not yet been written. Every generation experiences moments like this. Moments when the future is still difficult to see. When new technologies appear strange, uncertain, incomplete. And yet, decades later, historians look back and recognize them as turning points. Today, we may be living through another one. Artificial intelligence is rapidly moving from research labs into everyday life. Businesses are adopting it. Scientists are using it. Students are learning with it. Developers are building with it. And once again, the Bay Area sits near the center of a technological transformation whose full consequences remain unknown. This is the story of why the next chapter may be written here. History is easy to recognize after it happens. The transistor changed the world. The microprocessor changed the world. The internet changed the world. We know this because we can see the results. But people living through those transitions rarely possessed that certainty. In the 1950s, few people imagined semiconductors would eventually power billions of devices. In the 1990s, few people fully understood how the internet would reshape commerce, communication, and culture. The future is obvious in hindsight. It is uncertain in real time. Throughout history, certain technologies have become foundations for entire economic eras. The steam engine, electricity, the internal combustion engine, the computer, the internet. Economists often call these general-purpose technologies because they don't affect just one industry. They affect many. They become platforms upon which countless other innovations are built. Today, many researchers believe artificial intelligence may become another such technology. The key word is may. No one knows for certain, but the possibility is significant. Why AI feels different. Many technologies improve existing systems. Artificial intelligence is increasingly being applied across multiple domains simultaneously. Software development, healthcare, education, manufacturing, transportation, scientific research, finance. The breadth is unusual, and breadth often signals importance. When a technology affects multiple sectors at once, its impact tends to compound. That's one reason investors, researchers, and policymakers are paying such close attention. The long chain of innovation. One of the most important lessons from Bay origins is that no technological revolution appears in isolation. Each generation builds on the infrastructure created by the previous one. Fairchild Semiconductor helped create modern chips. Intel expanded computing power. Apple helped popularize personal computing. Google helped organize information. Cloud computing scaled digital infrastructure. Artificial intelligence stands on top of all of them. Without semiconductors, there is no modern computing. Without computing, there is no internet. Without the internet, there is no digital data at global scale. Without digital data and modern computing, today's AI systems would not exist. The story is cumulative. Every chapter depends on the chapter before it. One question appears every decade. Has Silicon Valley's dominance ended? People asked it after the semiconductor era, after the personal computer era, after the dot-com crash, after mobile computing. And now they ask it again during the AI era. Yet the Bay Area remains home to many of the organizations shaping artificial intelligence, including OpenAI, Anthropic, NVIDIA, Google. Alongside institutions such as Stanford University and a dense ecosystem of startups, investors, researchers, and engineers. The specific companies change. The ecosystem remains. The internet era largely focused on information, finding it, sharing it, storing it, distributing it. Artificial intelligence introduces something different. Reasoning, generation, prediction, discovery. The focus shifts from information processing toward machine intelligence. A subtle change, potentially a profound one. Perhaps the most exciting possibility is not consumer applications. It's scientific acceleration. Researchers increasingly use AI to assist with drug discovery, biological research, engineering, materials science. If AI helps humans discover faster, the effects may extend far beyond software. New medicines, new materials, new energy technologies, new manufacturing methods. Historically, foundational technologies often create industries that nobody initially predicts. The same may happen here. It's important to remain intellectually honest. No one knows exactly how the AI story ends. Some believe AI will prove as transformative as electricity. Others believe expectations may exceed reality. Researchers continue debating economic impacts, automation effects, social consequences, governance challenges, long-term capabilities. The future remains unwritten. And that's exactly what makes this moment fascinating. After exploring the gold rush, railroads, universities, semiconductors, personal computers, the internet, cloud computing, and artificial intelligence, a larger pattern becomes visible. The Bay Area's greatest innovation may not be any individual technology. Not the transistor, not the microprocessor, not the smartphone, not artificial intelligence. Its greatest innovation may be its ability to repeatedly generate entirely new technological eras, generation after generation. Different technologies, the same underlying system. Talent, capital, universities, risk-taking, experimentation, a self-renewing engine of innovation. Why this matters? Artificial intelligence may ultimately transform how we work, how we learn, how we discover, how we create, or it may evolve more gradually than its advocates expect. History will decide. What is already clear is that we are witnessing another major transition. And the Bay Area remains one of the places where that transition is being shaped. Which brings us back to the question that began the Bay origins journey. Why did it happen here? The answer is no longer a single company, or a single founder, or a single breakthrough. It is an ecosystem, one that has repeatedly transformed uncertainty into innovation. And today, that ecosystem is helping write the next chapter. The Innovator's Ledger. Lesson 1. Every revolution builds on the previous one. AI did not emerge from nowhere. It stands atop decades of advances in semiconductors, computing, networking, and software. Great innovations are often cumulative. Lesson 2. Platforms create possibilities. The most important technologies become foundations upon which others build. Look for platforms, not just products. Lesson 3. The future is always uncertain. The greatest opportunities often emerge before anyone knows how the story ends. Innovation requires acting before certainty exists. Founder's question. Every major technological era began with uncertainty, skepticism, and unanswered questions. What technology today feels incomplete, confusing, or overhyped, but may eventually become the foundation for entirely new industries? Closing. The miners of 1849 could not see Silicon Valley. The semiconductor pioneers could not see the internet. The internet pioneers could not see artificial intelligence. Every generation inherits a future it cannot fully predict. Today, artificial intelligence may represent the beginning of another chapter. Whether it ultimately becomes as important as electricity, computing, or the internet remains unknown. But one thing is certain, the story is still being written. And once again, many of the people writing it are here in the Bay Area. This is Bay Origins, birthplace of the future.